everyone, it's Mary Kay here, and I'm the Grammy from Grammy Square. If you're an absolute beginner at crochet, then this video is for you. I'm going to talk about hooks and the basic stitches today. First of all, a hook, there's a lot of varieties. This one's plastic. It's got a plastic hook. This one's completely metal. And this one has a kind of a hybrid. It's got a plastic handle, which will make it a little bit easier to crochet, but it's got a metal hook, which also works really well. And this is my preferred one, so I'll just put those aside. Notice on all of these hooks, there's a flat place for you to put your thumb. And so when you're getting ready to crochet, we're going to put our thumb right there on that flat spot. And then we will start crocheting. First of all, I'm going to show you how to do a slip knot. Usually most patterns will start with a slip knot of some kind. So I'm just going to cross it over my finger like that, pull the loop up, and make sure that when you pull the string or the yarn, it's coming from the main part of the yarn, not the smaller tail. So let me do that one more time. We'll just put the yarn around your hand there, pull through a loop, and that's your slip knot, and we can tighten that up. So I'm going to put my crochet hook right there, tighten it up a little bit. The next stitch we're going to do is the chain stitch, and all this is pulling up a loop through each loop, basically. So how to hold the yarn, and then I can hold it over my finger like that, because that's where we're going to do our yarn over. And that makes it really convenient. So a yarn over, when you got your hook like this, yarn over just means we're going to go under. And then our hook is in position to pick up a loop. So a chain, we're just going to pull through that loop and then pull it up a little bit. And let's do that again a few more times. With the yarn over your finger, just going to go under. That's actually yarn over, it's called. Pull through a loop. Then yarn over, pull through a loop. Yarn over, pull through a loop. Yarn over, pull through a loop. And you can see we're getting a chain. And that's all the chain stitches. Let me do a couple more and then we'll go to single crochets. Yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through a loop. Many patterns will tell you to chain so many stitches and then come back the opposite way and pick up single crochets or double crochets. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. We're going to do single crochets. So if you're starting with a pattern that says chain 15 and then put a single crochet in each chain going backwards, what this means is we're going to start in the second loop from the end, put your loop through, put your hook through that loop, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through two, and that's a single crochet. Let's do it again. Put your hook through the next loop, yarn over, pull through, and to finish it, yarn over, pull through. This is the basic stitch in crochet, and if you can get that mastered, really everything goes from there. All the other stitches are based on this basic pattern of putting in getting a loop, pulling it through, getting a loop, pulling it through. So I'll finish off this row. Again, yarn over, through, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, just a little bit bigger, go through that loop right there, and then pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then in that loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then that's the end of our first row. And so, looking at it, we've got a row of single crochets. Each single crochet looks like it has a chain on the top, so we can tell how many stitches we have like that. Okay, let's do a row of half double crochets now. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Turn just means we're going to flip our yarn over like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put a single crochet in this first stitch, just to remind you. With this one, we've got a chain on the top, so we can go through both loops of that chain, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so that's how you would start another row of single crochets if you were going to do that. We're going to put a half double crochet in here, however, and this one is one more step. We'll do a yarn over first, put your hook through both chains, pull up a loop. So we have 3 loops on our hook. We'll yarn over and pull through all 3 of them, and if you pull down here, make it easier to go through all of them. So that's a half double crochet. You can see it's just a little bit bigger than our single crochet. Okay, let's do some more of those. This is like a single crochet. The only difference is we're going to yarn over and get a loop on our hook before we start. So yarn over, go through both of those chains, pull up a loop, got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Again, yarn over, go through both chains, or both loops of that chain, pull through, got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then we'll continue to do that to the end of the row. Yarn over, go through that top chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And we get to the end of the row. Okay. So we've got a row of single crochets and a row of half double crochets. Okay, now at the end of our row, we're going to chain 3 times, and this will be our first double crochet. So chain 3, turn, and this counts as the first stitch that goes right in here. So we won't have to put a stitch here because these 3 chains count as a stitch. For double crochet, it's just one more step from a half double. So yarn over, go through those 2 loops, pull up a loop. So this is where we were a minute ago with the half double crochet. With the double crochet, we're just going to add one more pull through. So we're yarn over, instead of pulling through all 3, we'll pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through 2, and this will make a slightly bigger stitch, and this is basically the main crochet stitch, is a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go through 2 loops, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll continue this to the end of our row. The more you practice, the more your hands will work together, and you can get to the point where you don't even really need to look at what you're doing if you're just doing double crochets. all the way across. It's pretty easy after a while. Okay, so those are double crochets. You can see the height of our rows. We've got our single crochets are not very big. Half double crochets are a little bit bigger, and double crochets are even bigger. Next thing we're going to do is a triple crochet, which means one more step from the double. So this time we're going to chain, still going to chain 3 and turn, and that will count as the first stitch. So we don't need to put a stitch in these. In this hole, we'll go over to this one instead. That's our next one. Okay, this time, instead of doing 1 yarn over, we'll do 2. So 1, 2. So we already have 3 loops on our hook before we even start. Go through that next chain, the next stitch, pull through a loop. And this is, again, just one more step from our double. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And this is a lot taller than the others. So let's finish this row. Yarn over twice. Go through the top of that stitch, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 1. Sorry, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And that's why it's called a triple, because you're pulling through 3 times. Let's finish the row. Okay, and again you can see the size of the stitches from small single crochet up to pretty big, a triple crochet. Those are the basic stitches, and if you can get those mastered, you can pretty much do any beginner type pattern. Another one I wanted to show you was a front post and a back post. You can tell, especially on these triple crochets, that we've got this. It's called a post, and it looks like a post. Think of a fence post. We've got these all the way across here like that. And sometimes we can put a stitch in front of a post or in back of a post. So I'm just going to chain 3. It will count as a double crochet, turn. And this time I'm going to do a front post across, and then we'll do a back post. Front post double crochet, yarn over once. And instead of putting our hook through the chain here, we're going to go around the post. So from front to back to front again. But then from that point it's the same. Pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. And let's just do that all the way across. Yarn over. We're not going to go into the top of the previous stitch. We're going through the post from front to back to front. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go front to back to front, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this will make it so that we have kind of an overlay stitch or a stitch on top of a stitch. And they're all in the front. So when you do that, you'll see that it creates some texture, which is a nice effect for many patterns. Okay, so now I'm going to do a back post. And it's basically, again, the same thing. We'll yarn over, instead of going down, round, and over like that. We're going to come from the back, so we'll go from the back to the front to the back, pick up a loop and pull it through there. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again, yarn over, go from the back to the front to the back, pull that loop through the post, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more, yarn over, and then we can go around this last chain, which is like a post. Pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so we've got our front posts that are got texture on the front. Our back posts have texture on the back, and this is used a lot just to make your work more interesting. Okay, one more, and then that will be our basics for today. Just a little bit bigger here. Okay, this one is going to be a puff stitch. So I'm just going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, with the puff stitch, we're going to put a bunch of loops on our hook and then pull through all of them at the same time. That will give us what's called a puff stitch. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through loop, but we're not going to pull through all 3 of them yet. Pull it up a little bit so it's about the same height. Yarn over, go into that same hole, pull through a loop, then yarn over again into the same stitch again, pull up a loop, and now we've got 6 on our hook. Yarn over and pull through all 6 of them at once, and then just do a chain at the top to close that up. Let's do another one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through that stitch and pull up a loop, that's 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, that's 3, yarn over, pull up a loop, that's 4. We have 6 loops on our hook. Kind of pull the bottom part down and then pull through all of them like that. Yarn over, pull through that stitch, pull up a loop, tall, yarn over, same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 6 of them at once. You can kind of tighten those down too. All right, one more. Yarn over, go through the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then pull it up to where your crochet hook is. Yarn over, go through the same stitch, pull up another loop, yarn over, into the same stitch, pull up another loop, yarn over, pull through all of them at once, and then a chain stitch to close it up. There we go. Okay. If you can master those stitches, you can do pretty much anything at this point. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Bye.